anything new.
I see, Mr. Carraway.
Disgusted with everyone and everything.
Was he a friend of yours?
In New York, in the summer of 1922, the town.
Bloodstains, the Coliseum doors, the Rolls Royce Caniche.
The shows were broader, girls were looser, and the band and I were owned by a gentleman I had not yet met. It was Tom. Flowed from her, a promise that there was no one else in the world she so wanted to see.
Do they miss me in Chicago?
Oh,
George, famous golf.
Was the most frightening person I'd ever seen.
I know somebody in West Egg.
I don't know a single person that side of the bay.
Oh, you must know Gatsby.
Or that fifth guest arrived home. I noticed that a
Thought. A place.
of God.
Tom, hey, wait a second, would ya?
Let's misbehave.
Play ball! A man named Gatsby's.
I had been drunk just twice in my life. Afternoon. For the city. Our yellow and without. He was always watching me. Invitation to Gatsby's. Act into automobile Gatsby's.
I've never seen Mr. Gatsby, sir. Why, no one has.
Who is this Gatsby?
Don't mean a thing if I ain't your girl. Come on. Gatsby.
Is the question.
Are you ready?
I'm afraid I haven't been a very good host, old sport. You see, I'm Gatsby.
His smile was one of those rare smiles that you know.
Come and see.
Made use of his beach.
It's pretty, isn't it, old sport? Haven't you ever seen
Gatsby for... was impossibly confused. Is always the city seen for the first time. In its first wild promise of all the mystery. Anything can happen. Now that we've slid over this bridge, I thought. Anything at lunch.
Real. Benjamin Franklin's field. Folded just for the thrill. Go numb until I can't feel. Ball might pop bricks on them.
Finest specimen of.
Never would have expected to find you.
The way he looked at her is the way all girls want to be looked at. Girls worth $350,000. But the morning of the wedding... What is this? No one must know about me. But it was too late. That day at 5 o'clock, Daisy Faye married Tom Buchanan with more pomp and circumstance than Louisville had ever seen.
Evening, sweethearts. Where are you kids going?
Long Island, please.
Long Island, you think I should? I mean, does Daisy want to see Gatsby?
Morning.
Get to the right, gentlemen. To the right.
Is this absolutely where you live, my dearest one?
Gates! The gates brought in from the cap.
It's so grand.
You like it?
But how do you live here? Will you still love me?
You're a symphonic genius.
You're going to have to rebuild every single one of them. You'll ruin them.
What is it? See the
green line.
Pompadour or yacht.
Have a seat. These are a lot of clippings I collected. About you.
You saved my letters.
Stand.
Everything on earth with you.
Was a son of God. Sing this destiny a sick
There to call myself J. Gatsby.
by midsummer. Where did the money come from?
These things.
Nice little dance.
Every decision.
Daisy waited.
Certainly must. I'd like to know who he is and what he.
You can.
5 years ago, Gatsby found himself at Daisy's house by colossal accident. His uniform hid the truth that he
Moment longer.
He knew his mind would never again be free to romp like the mind of God. There were no more parties. Daisy visited discreetly.
It's the opposite.
Daisy.
You look so cool.
And I'll drive everyone else.
Suppose you can, yes.
I'm all run down. I need...
Tom was feeling the hot whips of panic.
The latest thing is to sit.
She never loved you.
Now, Daisy, darling, that's all over.
This pain will be wiped out. Daisy.
Exactly who are you, anyhow?
Man,
Go on. Daisy. That this little flirtation is.
I just remembered.
Sir.
Coward.
That.
You see any trouble out? It's my fault, this woman.
Let me take care of things.
Oh. Hello, old sport. Wait up with me. The reason why after the war I hadn't been able to return. I asked her to wait until I made something of myself, but she was... See, I felt married to her.
Jay! They're a rotten crowd. You're worth the whole damn bunch put together.
I was always glad for Daisy.
Very happy that you called.
I remember the rest of that day as an endless drill of police and photographers and tabloid reporters. The headlines were a nightmare. They pinned everything on Gatsby. The affair with Myrtle, the hit and run, everything. And there was nothing I could say except the one unutterable fact that none of
To her, please.
You wish to contact her.
retreated back into their money, and that was all he had. The only one who cared. After Gatsby's death, New York was haunted for me. That city. My once golden, shimmering mirage. On my last night in New York, I returned to that. The moon rose higher, and as I stood there brooding on the old, unknown world, I thought of Gatsby's wonder when he first picked out the green light at the end of Daisy's dock. He had come such a long way, and his dream must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it. But he did not know that it was already behind him. Gatsby believed in the green light, the orgastic future that year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch out our arms farther, and one fine morning, so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the